In today's Medical Dollars, new polls show that many Americans are either upset or confused about the state of healthcare legislation. No big surprise.
Right.
A brand new Fox News poll shows that 54% of Americans would actually repeal Obamacare if they could. Meanwhile, a Kaiser Family Foundation poll that showed that 42% are unaware this law is even in place. Fox News Health.com managing editor Dr. Manny Alvarez joining us now. I guess it just pretty much tells us what we hear. Dr. Manny.
Everybody is confused.
Yes.
I'm confused, and I'm supposed to apply it. Look, I think nothing has changed. I mean, everybody is very aware of the 15,000 pages of regulation. Hospitals don't know how to figure out. As a matter of fact, I hear hospitals now are hiring lobbyists and people that can interpret the law so that they can apply it. So you can only imagine what a consumer feels like. Yeah. Doctors feel the same thing. So I think at the end of the day, nothing is changing. People are very disappointing. They don't understand it.
But they get it, I think, right? Because they did come out with these shorter forms. So maybe they're starting to understand that this thing is really bloody confusing and they have to do something?
Well, they understand a couple of things. They understand that pre-medical conditions are not going to be maybe a problem. They understand that they're not going to be getting questions in regards to their previous medical history. However, those questions have been replaced by questions about your finances. So it's not about whether you have diabetes in your family.
Right.
It's how much do you make? What was your latest tax returns? How's your 401k? Those kinds of things. And people get confused when you start asking about money.
As someone in the healthcare industry, forgetting Obamacare, was the system badly broken? And what is the way to fix it? It's not an easy one to do, is it?
It isn't. I mean, you have multiple things. You have litigation issues. You have, medicine sometimes that is for profit. We are top heavy when it comes to procedures and on a lot of things that may not be necessary. I mean, we have a lot of procedures, from, plastic surgery, and I love my brothers and sisters in the plastic surgery arena, but there's a lot of stuff that is fluff. Preventative health care has not been a big ticket item in the past. A lot of investment in technology. There's 20 brands of ultrasound machines, multiple brands of MRIs. So there's a lot of competitiveness in the technical world, which then beefs up the price because everything is procedure oriented. And I get it. I mean, something had to be done. But this regulating it from Washington, hey, it's never been a good answer to save any kind of money.
Well, quickly, what is the hospital you're with doing right now to prepare?
Well, basically, we're focusing on on performance, outcomes. We're looking at outcomes. In other words, we are focusing on non-returning patients back to the operating room from common mistakes like infections and catheters and things like that. So big ticket items, because we know we're not going to get reimbursed. If I operate on you and you get a complication, then I'm not going to.
That's good. Then you got to do it right the first time.
Well, but unfortunately, in medicine, there are side effects. I mean, at the end of the day, there are side effects. So things like that, length of stay, sending people home, quicker. And those kinds of things, that's what we're going to be concentrating a lot in doing.
Leaving you watching the patient. All right. Dr. Manny, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
You're going to get like 6 hours to have a baby, then you're going to have to go home.
That's right.
Done.
That's it.
That's it. You're done.
That's it.
All right.